Hey guys, welcome back to the Team Sizzle. Happy to be here with you. I hope everyone had an amazing holiday, a little break off, and they're ready to hit the ground running. I know that we have several rock stars in Salt Lake City right now at the Back to Basics training with Elise Sedavi. So we'll make sure to get this recording posted. I asked Michelle Ward to join us tonight, fellow rock star, and talk to us about kicking off the year right with the cleanse and detox. So she's going to jump into that and share her wisdom and knowledge with us. Let's just jump right to it. Michelle, I'm going to pass it to you.
Okay, so those in my tribe may have heard this all before, but guess what? You're going to get the same thing again. But remember this, as you guys are teaching and such, repetition is good. So in order to teach, listen over and over and over again. So this is what I've been doing for at least a couple of years, and I credit Laura Hennon. She taught me a lot of this. So good lady there to help us out. So if anybody does not know where the best place to find the cleanse and restore information for all of your clients is in the Live Guide. I want to point that out. It's right in here, and make sure that you're going through this in this page with your new clients, okay? So it's all listed right there. Did you guys realize that? I just want to make sure, especially if the newbies. This is something that every single new person should have in hand, in my opinion, because this is your get them on LRP guide, right? Okay, so reducing toxic load. Why do we cleanse? Why do we need to cleanse? Okay, and so the reason we cleanse, it's all right here in this guide, but we need to, and it's going to help enhance our mood. Why do you think it does that? Well, one, our gut's our second brain. Serotonin is produced in the gut. So if we work on our gut health, it's going to help this work so much better. Okay. It also enhances metabolism. Okay, so what was funny is I'm part of this no sugar group with a naturopath doc, and he shared this. And then I saw that Laura Jacobs, a while back, I was looking for something and saw that she shared the same concept. Okay, and you guys, I'm going to do the whole abbreviated version of this blog, but I want you to understand why cleanses are important and why gut flora is important to metabolism and weight loss, because that's why a lot of people do these cleanses so they can lose weight, right? So whenever you have when your gut bacteria is sabotaged and messed up, whether it be from being on antibiotics or from not eating good foods, it's going to cause a problem either way. Either it's going to be an immune system issue, or you're going to have it, trouble losing weight. Okay. So what they did is they took mice, okay, and they had one set of mice that were on a plant-based diet, and they tested their microbials, and they had a more diverse gut microbials, okay? And then they took another set of mice, and they pretty much put them on like the American diet. I mean, we're talking like the unhealthy fats and all the carbs and all that bad stuff, okay? And so it was like feeding the candida and yeast and all that bad stuff, right? So anyway, and they had a low diversity of the microbials or whatever in their gut. So what they did is they tried to take the American diet mice and like could put them on the plant-based diet and just try to clean up their diet. Well, unfortunately, that didn't work because I guess even with a positive lifestyle change for them, they still didn't lose weight. Isn't that frustrating? I'm like pulling my hair out thinking, oh my gosh, like lifestyle changes alone just didn't do it for them. So that was like, whoa, that was like a whole like moment for me. So that's not fair. So what they did is they put both set of mice together, and I don't know if you in a cage, okay, the American mice and the American diet mice, and then the mice that were just the plant-based diet, put them in together. And I don't know if you know this, but mice eat their own droppings. And so, yeah, this is totally gross. But what was interesting is that it re-inoculated the gut flora in the American diet mice, and then they were able to it's like, so the whole funny thing is, you hear about when your gut flora gets messed up, and you hear this, clinically, they do those fecal things, you know, clinically, you know, help someone that's got some major issues with their digestive system in the hospital and like almost emergency type situations. But this is real stuff, you guys. So we don't want to do that, right? We don't want to eat each other's feces or anything like that. So what do? If we want to lose weight, we have this, you know, gut flora issue. So that's why this cleanse is so like profound for me tonight. And I just had to share that because I thought y'all get a really good giggle. So Kenzie's like, oh my gosh, we allowed her to speak. But okay, I'm super fun all the time. All right, so with that being said, we want to support a healthy weight loss. We want to improve our digestive function. We also want to eliminate, you know, all the unnaturals and all the bad stuff out of there, and, you know, get the elimination pathways like your liver and your kidneys cleared out. We want to support our nervous system and then increase energy function or energy. Okay, so how do we do this? All right. Well, first of all, the first thing you need to do is grab your citrus oil and start drinking your lemon in your water every single day. Why is that so important in this cleanse? One, because it's going to cleanse and clear things out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up that image I promised. Okay.
There you go. You were froze on my head for a minute. There you are.
Okay. My internet's not great. It's all warning right now. Can everybody see that okay?
Yep, we got it.
All right, awesome. Thank you. So I know this is at the bottom, you guys, but at a very minimum, if someone's on a tight budget and they're looking for something to just get started with to really support them, lemon oil is absolutely amazing for cleansing. Clears mucus, it clears the kidneys, it gets those filter organs kind of woke up, it wakes up the digestive system in the morning. So I tell everybody, and I literally, in my classes, I teach them, tell people to put a drop in their bottle every single morning and make sure it's stainless steel, of course, you know, and then, you know, drink that down and it is going to wake up that digestive system. You know, you're going to wake up and you're going to have that bad stuff go out the back end and you're going to be lighter the rest of the day, right? Okay. So that's the first most important thing I feel like in this cleanse is a daily thing. And for $11, you know, someone, if that's all they can start with, great. Or if you have someone that is severely toxic and they're having major issues with their liver, you know, lemon is a great way to kind of ease them in to even the vitamins. Because I've dealt with some people that have had even fatty liver that couldn't do the cleanse right off, and we had to slowly ease into it. So I want to give you these tips in advance. Okay, so then the other items that you're going to use in the cleanse, starting now, is the Lifelong Vitality. You guys, Lifelong Vitality is the foundation of all health, right? Why is that? Okay, so I'm going to give you how I teach through the Lifelong Vitality. So I always tell them the first one in the set is the VMZ. Okay, this is your multivitamin. Okay, this one here, it's in the middle sticking out. Okay, it's your multivitamin. What's in it? You got your 12 cups of fruits and vegetables, you got your 22 vitamins and minerals, and you got your 72 trace minerals. Okay, it also is going to support your bone health. Why do we need?
Oh, did we lose you? Oh no. Maybe she'll come right back. She's probably just rolling it, you guys. She's probably just on a roll over there, just moving right along. Dang. She'll be right back. She popped off. Gosh, this is going to be good. I've already gotten a lot of information out of this.
Kenzie, do you know where she got that chart that she is showing?
I was just going to ask her because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I did a print screen before it went bye-bye.
What is that in the live guide too?
In the book that I initially got when I did my first cleanse and restore, I got that doTERRA book, and there is a picture like that, in the back of that book.
Yeah.
Like that, you said, Christy.
Yes.
Not exactly.
Not exactly, but
Okay.
it is a lot of the same. Yeah.
But is it the turmeric dual caps are included in that now, right?
In the
I didn't
Cleanse and
see 'em on
Restore
that.
kit. I'm gonna check.
Not in the cleanse and restore kit, but are they included in that detox?
All the ones I've seen, it isn't.
I don't think so.
I still
The
don't
top.
see turmeric.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that I thought was with Jenna Kuba Frey. She includes turmeric capsules and pink pepper as an optional.
Okay.
To add in.
Whitman for the win in the chat. That's a graphic kind of like it. That's the one I've seen. This is actually a little different. This is nice.
Apologize. I don't know. My internet just totally went out. Everything, my whole signal went.
You got to back up. Let me tell you where you
Doing
were
that the
at.
past few days.
I was taking notes. You just
Okay.
said about the 12 fruits and vegetables, the minerals, and then you were like gone.
Okay. And then there was 12 cups of fruits and vegetables in there. Okay. And it's also whole food. So your body's actually going to absorb it. Okay. Also take note that the lifelong vitality set, okay, you're going to have improved mood, better immune system, less pain, and more energy. Okay. Those are 4 things that I always make sure people know about the lifelong vitality too. And doing this cleanse is going to help support that even better. Okay. Am I still there? It says that I'm unstable. We're good? Okay. All right. So then the next one in the 3-pack, okay, is the Exi Omega. Okay. So the Exi Omega, this is I call it the lube for all of your gears, your cardiovascular gears, your brain function, and your joint function. Okay. So what does it have in it? Okay, it's got your omega-3, 6, and 9. And also, it's so amazing that we have our 9 essential oils in there to actually stabilize and to preserve the omegas, because most of the omegas that you find on the store shelves are actually, they've gone bad. They're going bad on the shelves. So that's what our essential oils are in there for. So the 9 essential oils in there: frankincense, natural anti-inflammatory, okay? You've got your clove oil. Clove oil has a ORAC score of 1,078,000. When you compare that to a blueberry, you know, blueberry is detoxifying. Well, a blueberry score is only 2,500. So 1,078,000, 2,500, we're detoxing. That's the part of the cleanse. Wow. Like, we're going to do it on a daily basis? Great. Okay. So you got your clove oil. Thyme oil. Thyme oil is really good for wintertime health. It also works on those angry livers. Have you ever been around anyone in a room and they're like, I mean, I've worked around these people before, and they're like moody all the time, and they're like making those big sighs. What's funny about that, though, is it's not their fault that they're angry, but maybe they've been on medication in the past, or maybe they've internalized hurt and all those things, and it's all hung up in their liver, and they've got this angry liver going on. You guys, I used to be an angry person. 5 years ago, I wasn't as nice as I am now. That's all I can say. People that know me on my team, they're probably laughing right now, but that's okay. I was not as nice. It's true, okay? I had an angry liver. I've got a disease that affects my liver function, my enzymes, and all that stuff. So I work really hard on this stuff, okay? So thyme oil, going to boost that wintertime health along with clearing that liver out. Then we have our cumin. Cumin's going to warm up the liver, and it's going to help release toxins a little better. You got your wild orange, all citruses, clearing, but it gives good energy. And then you've got your tummy tamer, and you got your peppermint, ginger, caraway, and German chamomile. Okay, tummy tamer, great. Everybody with gut issues or tummy issues, reflux issues, they're going to have a calmer stomach. And it keeps you from burping these things up, which most people know when they go on the omegas. you know, they're burping fish all day. We don't want to burp fish all day, especially rotten fish from Walmart, right? So there we go. That's why we do RXC Omega over others. Last one, alpha CRS, okay? Alpha CRS, this is your cellular detox vitamin is what I call it. Imagine yourself sitting in a car, in a garage, and the car's running, and the garage door shut, and the side door is shut too, and all the windows are closed. Not a good situation, but we do it every single day when we put on Bath and Body Works, or we put on all of these other things, or we're just out in our natural environment where all these toxins and chemicals are, or we're working and they make you put hand sanitizer on if you know, work at a healthcare facility or whatever, okay? So we need this every single day, because what this does is it opens up the garage door, which would be your colon, okay, and make sure it provides a healthy digestion. It also opens up the windows, like your kidneys and your liver, and make sure all the free radicals and antioxidants are you know, they're all leaving the body, because we don't want those bombarding on us. So alpha CRS, that's how I explain that one. Okay, so we did foundational health. Now, the other 3 items besides the lemon oil that need to be used for the full 30 days are the first one is the Terrazyme. Okay, I want you to understand the importance of Terrazyme. Boyd Truman shared in one of his trainings that everybody over the age of 6 months needs to be taking enzymes. I also had a chef tell me once that in culinary school, she talked about how bad our food sources are today, that we must have enzymes to break things down, to get things to leave. So if you have steak fermenting in your gut, do you think that's going to help your mental health as those chemicals are being left off? No. You know, are we making sure our carbs and our sugars and our McDonald's and our American cheese and our pizza nights, all of that is allowing and getting everything to clear out? You know, that is so important for us to have those enzymes, proper enzymes to get it cleared out. Other people that have issues with, you know, the dairy or lactose intolerant, a lot of them need Terrazyme, okay? So that will also help them digest some of those, the milk and things that they're not used to. They probably should just remove it from their diet, but let's be real here. People still eat ice cream that shouldn't, right? So the Terrazyme, what it's going to do is going to break down all of those sugars and those carbs and everything and get everything through. When you do this, now they say to take 1 to 3 capsules with meals daily. I'm going to tell you what I personally do and why. I personally, every single morning, will wake up and I take 3 of them. Then I'll take at least 1 with every meal. If I have them handy, you know, when I'm traveling or working or, you know, running around, I don't always remember. But I'll try to maybe get another at least at midday. And then at bedtime, I'll take another 3 more. Why do I do that? Well, it helps break things down with my food when I'm eating. But if I do it before and after while I'm sleeping, you know, it starts breaking down everything that may be left over, right? And we detox while we're sleeping. So sleep, of course, is important during the detox, because certain times of the night you're detoxing certain organs of the body. And so it's important to have that sleep when you're doing so. So Terrazyme, super important. Maybe load up on that one, okay? And then Crenn, okay? Crenn complex, okay? The difference between these two, we're going to go over that. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the one in the white bottle, all right? So this one here, Crenn Detoxification Complex, it is your whole food vitamin, okay? And what it's going to do is it is going to support not just the filter organs, but it is helping the skin, okay? It's helping the kidneys and the liver, all right? So it's doing more than, and also the lungs, I forgot the lungs. So the hard way for things to leave the body, you guys, I want you to understand, people with like eczema may have an allergy of some sort or food sensitivity, but on top of that though, it may be toxins trying to leave their body the hard way through their skin. Then you take someone with asthma or chronic cough or, you know, always having lung issues. Well, duh, why do you think you cough whenever you're sick? It's the virus trying to get out the hard way. So that's why we do chia seeds and other things and, you know, those good things that help pull those things out, Epsom salt baths. But hello, also this stuff, because it's going to get it out through the digestive system. So I love this. This is probably, it was the biggest game changer when I got started with the Lifelong Vitality. This is one I take on a regular basis. And that's why they say to take this for the full 30 days. And for me, it's a staple for every day. I don't know about other people, but that's how it is for me. All right, so that's what you're doing all 30 days for the cleanse. Okay, for the first 10 days though, okay, you're gonna be doing the Crenn soft gels, all right? So the Crenn soft gels, well, wait, I gotta go back because I forgot to tell you, you take one capsule 2 to 3 times a day on the Crenn complex, the white bottle, okay? So I forgot to mention that. I usually take one in the morning and then one at bedtime just because it's easy to remember. And if I get the third one in, great. It's another win for the day. All right, so the Crenn soft gels, it's 1 to 2 soft gels, 2 to 3 times daily. What's the difference between these two? I get that question a lot. The white bottle is whole food, okay? The Crenn soft gels are the Crenn oil blend in a soft gel form, okay? So Crenn soft gels, these are going to work specifically on the filter organ. So this is liver and kidney specific. So if you got someone with kidney issues, liver issues, even if they just go on this, that's going to start clearing some things out, especially the fatty liver people. That's a great one, okay? So you'd use that only during the first 10 days. Then during the next 10 days, from day 11 to day 20, the master of all cleansing comes up, okay? So then you got your GX Assist, okay? GX Assist, it's got your oregano in there, and your thyme, and your lemon, your peppermint, your melaleuca. You guys, just on a sidebar, this is my natural antibiotic. Somebody starts getting something, I think it might be like a sinus infection or something, we start hitting it with GX Assist every time. Usually knocks it right out, okay? So with that being said, it's going to be killing parasites, okay? So if you, or candida or yeast, if you got yeast filled up, go to your GX Assist, okay? So GX Assist, you do that for the 9 days. You're going to do 1 to 3 soft gels a day with meals. Now I'm going to be honest, I've never been able to do the 3 a day. And can anybody raise their hand if they've done it and been able to use 3 a day? Karina, okay. With my, I don't know if it's just my liver or my stomach, it just can't handle it. So tell your clients and tell your people, listen to their body, all right? And maybe I was on antibiotics as a teen, so maybe I have so much messed up microbial issues that my body is just not able to take that cleanse so harsh because I was on antibiotics literally, you guys, for 10 years, all right? So, listen to your people. Yeah, I know. It's bad, isn't it, Kinsey? Like 10 years on Bactrim. It's like terrible. So maybe that's why I'm not able to take this because it's pretty heavy, pretty harsh and clearing that stuff out. Okay. So then, and we remember too, we never start somebody out directly with GX Assist, right? Okay. Don't be nice to your new customers. Don't just say, hey, here you go. Like that's not a good one until we kind of figure out, get them on their foundational stuff for a little bit. And then we ease them into the cleanse. So for my team, we're doing the getting everybody on the daily health habits, and we're doing mastering your metabolism, having some fun, getting on the daily habits. And then in February, we're going to do the cleanse. So I don't know if anybody else is interested in taking that approach, but that's what we're doing. Okay, so then the last 21 to 30 days, okay, you're going to do the PB Assist. Okay, so this is your last 10 days of the cleanse. And what this PB Assist is, it's a probiotic. Why is it different than what they might find at the store? I call it the alien pill, okay? It's kind of got green and it's like, white around it. It's encapsulated. What's cool is it's encapsulated in essential oil, so it gets further down the GI before it releases, okay? So absolutely love the PB Assist, okay? So great bacteria. It brings that gut flora back in check. And remember my mice story earlier, right? About all the mice and their gut issues. Guess what? We just fixed it. We put all that good bacteria that you need back in there using this puppy. Isn't that great? Yeah, so we don't have to do fecal transplants or anything like that now. All right. Everybody, get excited. So DDR, all right, DDR, this is awesome. So Ddr Prime, this is soft gel. So I don't know if you guys know the full history of this, but I heard this from, name just flew out of me, master distributor, Justin, oh my gosh, talk about the biggest brain
Harrison.
fart. Harrison.
Justin
Yeah, I
Harrison.
said that right. He was in Chicago, and when he came, he actually shared that he was on the flight with someone that was doing some research with, you know, doTERRA and stuff. And this is before we started doing like all the hospital stuff or whatever, so it was like super secret. And right around compliance time, and he's like, okay, there was no FDA people in the room, blah blah blah. He said that he sat next to this scientist, and he's like, yeah, on a plane, and he's like, yeah, that Ddr Prime stuff, that's amazing. They compared it to 5 different chemos and it fared better. Okay. Just a sidebar on that, super exciting stuff. So if you can do that, what is it doing after a cleanse? We just ripped out a bunch of parasites and we got rid of all that candida and that junk in there. And now we're just like, so think of like people that have, I don't know, I think it's like the polyps. I don't know. Are we pulling polyps out? I don't know if we are or we're not. But by darn it, if we are, if there's something down in there, this guy is going to take care of it. So the way I explain how Ddr Prime works, okay, it's cellular repair. So one example would be is if you have a house and inside that house is a bunch of fighting soldiers, okay, and they're working for you, right? And an invader comes in, whether that be virus or the cancer in that other scenario, it comes in and starts shooting, okay? So it's actually going to kill some of these soldiers in the process. It is going to injure some, and then the other soldiers are going to be trying to fight it off, right? Well, here comes Ddr Prime. It comes in there and it clears out all of the dead. It removes the invader. It takes care of that guy. And then it goes in and helps either detox the injured soldiers out, because if they stay in there, they're going to decay and cause the strong soldiers to, become weak. But then, or it repairs them, and then it'll support and make these strong soldiers stronger. Isn't that cool? That is pretty cool stuff right there. So Ddr Prime also for our muscle builders. So if you got bodybuilders you're working with, help them understand. I have a guy that lifts weights all the time, and he's about mid-40s, and all of a sudden I see him like posting all these videos about how like he's lifting all this weight. Well, he hadn't been doing doTERRA real long, and he told me he was starting to take Ddr Prime, and I noticed like he's like posting these videos like all the time. All of a sudden I'm like, so I said, you're doing pretty good in the gym. He's like, yeah. He goes, I'm gaining, like not gaining weight, but like gaining like how much he's lifting. I'm gaining like a lot all the time. I'm like, really, Chris? That's pretty awesome. I said, but you're taking Ddr Prime, right? He goes, yeah. I said, well, do you know why you're gaining so fast? Like unbelievably for a mid-40s guy. And he goes, well, I don't know. Like I'm just doing good in my 40s, like, no, it's the Ddr Prime. You're cellular repairing. You tear down those muscles, and the faster you can repair them, the more you can build on top. And he was like, mind blown. And he's like, he loves it. He's telling all of his like workout buddies, like, you got to get on these. So yeah, so cellular repair, that's what that does. So that is the cleanse and restore class that I teach. And it's going to jumpstart your weight loss. The other testimonial I'll share with you, I have a lady named Mel in my tribe. She used to do the Beachbody thing. She is a full dietitian and everything. Between her 2 children that she has, she came to me and she says, Michelle, I know I'm eating right. I'm just hitting a plateau. I'm doing all like, my diet shakes and everything, but I need something different, and I think I need a cleanse. And I know doTERRA has a cleanse. She loves the oils or whatever. She'd never done our cleanse before. I said, great, we'll get you set up at the cleanse. We're going to do the cleanse. She did the cleanse, you guys, and she's a thin person that works out a lot. She did the cleanse and she was just stuck, and she started losing weight again. And she's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Whatever was hung up in there, it took care of it. Now I can lose weight again. Well, maybe her gut flora was messed up when we talked about the mice. She wasn't going to be eating fecal stuff, right? So let's like clear this out, get rid of whatever's bad and fix the gut flora. Now she's losing weight again. Boom. we're good, right? So yeah, people are going to lose weight on this potentially if they've got things messed up and if they do it the right way. And if they pair it with healthy lifestyle, they still probably need to move with this. And, you know, they could have some discomforts during the GX Assist days. Be prepared to help them through that. Keep encouraging. And maybe they need to back off a little bit if it's a little too much for their bodies. But always remember this, tell them to stay in touch with you and you can help guide them through that process. So that's what I got, Kenzie. Any questions? Anything I can help you with? Anything specific in that cleanse? We got some chat things. Oh, do I have a link for the picture I shared? I can send it to Kenzie or we can post it in the group. So I will do that. And elderberry syrup. Maybe that's when I was off. I don't know what Zena's question about elderberry syrup is.
Oh, no. Oh, that was me because I saw Amanda take something, pour something
When I was
in her
off on my
spoon.
free.
So I was just wondering. So I do have a question, though.
Yeah.
I take the full complement in terms of Ddr Prime and things like that anyway. So are you saying for the cleanse, I shouldn't be taking that until the very end again? I should stop taking it?
Yeah, I would stop taking it during that time because, well, it wouldn't necessarily hurt, but because this is, I mean, we're talking doTERRA put this together, smart scientists put together, I would stop it for 10, I mean, what's it going to hurt for the 10 days, right? I would stop it during that GX Assist time, just because you're going to be detoxing so much and killing other things off, you know, I think it might be just too much for the body. I would take that one out. I would, you know, because you're still getting supported with the Zenda and the Terrazyme through the whole thing. Take that one out, unless you're taking it on a regular basis for like mental function or something else. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, I guess. Because I haven't been doing, you know, I stopped doing the probiotic because so I just didn't know, you know, how restrictive, you know, how strict it was supposed to be followed.
It's
so you
person by person. If I have a breast cancer survivor or someone with cancer or what have you, and they're taking Ddr Prime regularly, I will not tell them to stop that. But remember too, like, you know, on a sidebar to that, you got to use your own judgment with this in your own body. Like if you're, you know, your mental clarity is not good and you think that's going to help support you through that, go for it. Keep doing it. But remember, there's time in the DDR. Let me remind myself. DDR Prime's got time in it. You're getting that in the Life on Vitality. Frankincense is in there. You're getting that Life on Vitality. Wild Orange, that's in Life on Vitality. So there's clove oil, that's in Life on Vitality, the Axi Omegas. Litsy's the one you're missing out on. Summer Savory, Naoli, and lemongrass. So, you know, it's a master, you know, group of them, obviously, but I would do it on a case-by-case basis, asking them more questions about their health and why they're taking the DDR Prime on a regular basis, and if it's going to help them through that and keep that mental clarity or whatever they're needing, or cellular support. If there's someone with cancer, I'm not going to tell them to go off of it. I'll say, keep going with it. Yep, that's great.
And then what about taking things like Mito to Max, you know, because I do Mito to Max every morning, or, you know, what else do I take? I mean, the adaptive and I think that's the other, and turmeric.
Mito to Max, yeah, I wouldn't stop those either. And the reason I wouldn't stop those is you want to sleep well. You want to keep your inflammation down during a cleanse, right? So, and your stress down, you want your cortisol levels going out because you're stressing your body out, right? So adaptive is going to help that. So no, I would not stop those. I personally would not.
You talk about a person with cancer. How about a stroke survivor?
If you use it to help you with your nerve function and your mental health function and, you know, everything like that, if that's what you use it for, go for it, girl. Stay with it. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be another great example.
I'm like Tracy. I take all of those things all the time.
Yeah, right? And I would stick with whatever your regular regimen is, other than, of course, the PB Assist was one that I would definitely stop during the GX Assist time.
Oh, yes.
That would be the one I would pull out of anybody's regimen. But other than that, go with it, girls.
Okay. For people with skin sensitivities, and I am one of those people also, I can't drink lemon in my water. Does diffusing it work as well?
No, I'm going to say no. Now, it's not going to be as well. You're only changing that pituitary part of your brain, right? You can get some detoxing from it, but you're not going to get that GI. If anything's going on between your lips and the back end, it's got to go inside, guys. It needs to really go inside, or at least topically. But if you're having skin and things, you know, if it's a sun thing or whatever, you know, that's not going to be any better. I highly recommend getting internally. If you can't do lemon for whatever reason, maybe there's a strange sensitivity there with someone, grab another good citrus oil like a lime or something.
I drink lime in my tea every morning.
Okay.
So
grab that and then, you know, use that in its place if you need to.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. I'm going to kill the recording so we can keep this recording short for people. And then if somebody has a question they want to ask off the recording, you may.